Welcome back, YouTubers, Minecrafters, and any other person watching these videos of mine. As you can tell, so I'm just gonna jump right into it. As you can tell, we are not in our 1.5 or our Let's Play world or whatever you want to call it. We are actually in a test world of mine, one of my many test worlds that I was screwing around, and I actually came up with some stuff. I was just looking at stuff for here. You'll probably seen this somewhere. But I was just looking at some stuff, and I've been trying to work with something. And if you couldn't tell, I've been wanting to make a Minecart unloading system. So I've got a bunch of designs here. Most of them have failed me, except for one that I am so excited for. And it's not just a unloader, but it's also a loading system. And it's always waiting there, and it's not complicated at all, but it's really complicated. And it's right here. Now I know this looks like a lot, but it's not. And as we go through it and I explain it to you, you'll be like, oh, that's really simple actually. And there is a little underside, but we'll get to that. So what are we doing? We are going to start with this, which is the unloading system, which actually is this part right here. So let me just go through how it works. So Minecart comes in through here, and it runs around in here. My sensitivity is way too high. Let's go 90. There we go. Alright, that's better. Alright. So a minecart will come onto this pad, and it'll start circling around, and this is stackable, so you don't have to worry about that. That's one of the cool features of this, is it's a stackable thing. However, it is kind of big if you look at the underside. But compared to some of the others I've seen, this one has a lot more features to it as well. So it starts out with a minecart, and it'll go into here. But say you have like 2 or 3 minecarts going at the same time. Well, it's going to take the first one, switch the track over, and the other 2 are going to continue looping around this until that one leaves, hits detector rail, opens this back up, opens up this gate for another one to come in, hits this detector rail, closes the gate, and it just repeats. And then some extra stuff under here that'll help it transport. So this is the entire system without all that boofed up pretty stuff. As I said, it's pretty big, but it's also pretty compact for what I was trying to go for. Yeah, so let's just go ahead and jump in. That's the wrong kit. And again, here we go. So, what you're going to start by doing is, can't think now. You're going to start by making a quick monostable circuit, which is like this. Put that on full tick delay. And you're going to have a torch on one side. Wait, nope. Yes. Torch on that side. A torch on this side. Dust on top. And just drag it around as if it was a typical monostable circuit. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to dig this down one. And one more here. Drag the dust like so. And throw a repeater there. It's going to go into a block with a torch on top. Block on top of it again, if I can get there. Why? There we go. It's going to go over to, yes. You're going to have dust there into another block with a torch there. Now, let me make sure that's right, because it's been a while since I made this. However, I believe this is correct. Right? Yeah, it's just turned around. Yeah. So I did that partly wrong. This all has to go on the other side. Sorry about that. Sorry about that, guys. I am not thinking straight completely today. Yeah. And that is a piston. So, just try this again. Put the dust there. Block. Dust. Block up. Break that one. Torch. dust, dust, and a repeater. So, once you have that little thing done, you're going to come up here. Over this, you're going to place a block. And you're going to go back one, break that one. And you're going to put a torch right above it. It's going to activate it real quick. Don't have to worry about that. You're going to take a piece of dust, put it over it. Put that there. And then you're going to need a half slab. And it has to be a half slab, and I'll tell you why in a second. So you're going to go like that. You're going to break that. And then you're going to put a comparator right here. So the reason this has to be a half slab is because if it was a full block, this would create a, what's it called? I can't remember what it's called now. You're just going to, it would create this kind of thing. See how it's constantly pulsing? And we don't want that. It'll burn out the torch. And we don't want that. So we're going to put a half slab there. And that'll fix that problem. So, and I feel like I did that wrong. Did I? No, I did not. Okay. So, you're going to, let's go ahead and do that and that. Alright. So you're going to make a figure like this. Don't know what to call it. Kind of like a bend in it, I guess. Yeah. It's a bend. And once you have that, just go ahead and place 2 blocks of your choice right there. And I did that wrong. If I can get in there. There we go. And blocks of your choice right here. It actually has to be 3, I believe. Let me go check. 1, 2, 3, yes. 3. And then this is the back right here. Bam. Bam. Alright, so once you get that, you're going to pull out your, and I did it wrong again, you're going to pull out your tracks. You're going to put a track there, or no, you're going to put a track there, and then you're going to put a typical track there, here, and here. You're going to take a detector rail, place it there, and there, and you put another regular track there, and there, and then this one's going to go like so. Now, if I'm doing this right, if I have my angles all right and stuff, it should, give me a second, let me just make the little loop right here. You actually do have to have this loop. I recommend for every track, or for every one of these you make, you put 1 loop in, or you can put 2 minecarts in, which means you'll have to have 1 loop. So if you're going to put 2, you're going to make an extended loop, and that can hold up to 4 minecarts. This, if you have just 1, it's kind of touchy, but you can do 3 minecarts for it. It's just a little touchier, like I said. Alright, so I'm just going to throw these down here and see which way it will default when I supply redstone to it. And I will figure that out in a second. So, let me find my, not a stair, a lever. Okay, yep. Alright, we're good. Just got to make sure that worked. Alright, so it's going to default to the, what direction is this? It's going to default to the east most of the time. It's always directional. That's the downfall of this one, but it's okay. Or for me, it's okay. Now once you do that, you're going to extend this out to your exit, whichever direction your exit's at. So I'm just going to say the exit's this way, just to save time. And we're going to just, wait, nope. My exit's not going to be this way. Change my mind. I can do that. The exit's going to be this way. And we get out that rail. There we go. This is going to be the exit. So, once you have this is the small part. The part that takes the bigger thing is when you're making just this small monostable circuit. And if I say that wrong again, I'm going to slap myself. So just place blocks down like so. And you're going to have to dig on this. So you're going to break that block, that block, that block. And you're going to throw torches on top of them. You're going to place a block here. Yes. Yes. Let me check. Yes. Okay. You're gonna make this go up one, and you have to have the small V. I know it's kind of inconvenient, but yeah, you gotta have it. This is gonna come up one again. Now, the only downfall that I can see with this is the fact that you can't put a block, or you can't put this, the redstone under this, so it couldn't be like all flesh, or yeah, flesh. I guess that's the word, I think. But you're probably not going to see this in your base anyways. So then we're going to place that there. And I believe you make the monostable circuit from that. Let me make sure. Let me double check this. No, I did that wrong. I always do that wrong. I don't know why. I'm going to bring this over here. Nope. Nope. Ding, 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 ding. Made it. Okay. And I do apologize for this being all sketchy. I didn't really prepare for talking about it, but I wanted to get my idea out before everyone had their own idea out, and like mine was just like a thought that I had. So I do apologize for that. But I promise you this is a good design. It works almost 100% of the time, so like 98% of the time, and I did that wrong once again. This is backwards. That doesn't look right for some reason. I can't think of why. No, I do. I found it. I found out why it wasn't working. Now it should work. I'm gonna go over here and stare at this for a minute. Got it. 1, 2, 3. So you're gonna have a torch go here. You have a torch go under here. And you're gonna place... Did I do that wrong again? Yeah, I think I did. Wow, this is a total fail. Not a big problem though. All we gotta do is turn this around. And by turn it around, I mean just throw that there. And move those two. There. Got it. So bad to laugh at that. So now that you got that, you're going to run some dust like this. And this one, you can put a block under it. Like so. And you're going to do that. Put those two together. And you're done. That is literally how to do it. So, let me just give you a quick little rundown of how it will work, or how it works. Say you have a minecart. You just filled it up. I just put 2 minecarts down. Say you have a minecart, and you just filled it up with like a bunch of items. Now what's going to happen is, actually, let me take this back, and I will give you a stack to last a little longer. What's going to happen is, when this minecart runs over that detector rail, it switches this. And it did not switch it because this is backwards. That is pleasant. But I'll fix that in a second. So once that happens, this is constantly being filled from the minecart. And this is pretty fast. See how I already have? It's going to depower, or it's going to power this. It's going to depower that torch. And that torch is waiting for this to be all gone. So once it's all gone, it's going to hit it's going to power up this monostable circuit. And for a second, it's going to power up a block that is next to this, and yes, okay. It's going to power up this block, which is going to power this rail, which is going to send it on its way. So give it a second. Almost done, I believe. Unless I missed it. I missed it. Take this block. Why did you not work? It didn't work with the block. Give me a second, guys. I will be right back, and I'm going to try to figure out what happened. So I'll be right back. Alright, guys, so I'm back, and I figured out the problem. It's actually two things, because I forgot that the pre-release that I forgot to add a couple things to this that I haven't done yet. So first off, there has to be a repeater right here, and it does not have to be on a tick delay, right? Oh, it does. That has to be on 1 tick delay. And this repeater down here as well has to be on 1 tick delay. What was happening is this repeater was turning on and off too quickly, and as these two would power up, it'd power on and off, and this would have no chance of turning on to power that. So that's the quick and easy fix to that. And I'm going to go ahead and switch this real quick. Or not switch it, I'm going to just fix it. Now if yours ends up doing like this, like mine did, because of the direction it's facing, don't need to worry or freak out or anything like that. It's an easy fix. Just break that torch right now. What you're going to do is you got to make sure that this is powered then. So see how it's facing this direction? And I want it to go the other way. I want it to power up. So when there's power, it's already automatically facing that direction. And that's the direction we want it to enter. And when there's no power, bam, goes that way. So we want it to actually go in reverse. So what we're going to do is we're just going to go like this, and can't remember what I was thinking. Oh, we're just going to go and put that block there, and then face a repeater into it. That's how you do it. Easy as that. So now, if I do this, and it should work this time because it worked 4 times before, I'm going to go ahead and push it into it. It's going to run into it. It's going to switch the track. The monostable circuit's going to hold it in, and I forgot to empty this. Now as it's doing that, now hopefully it works this time, because it worked the last few times. As it's doing that, it's actually doing that, and see, it's doing this and that, this, but you know, all this goes happen. I'm just kidding. This powers on, and it does its little thing, and you don't have to worry about these two interfering, because this powering this is just like this powering this, and by the time this turns on, this is already on, so you're perfectly fine with that, so that you don't have to worry about that or any of that. So that's how you do this part. This is part 1. And I am going to go ahead and show you part 2 right now. Alright guys, so we're over here, a little bit of ways away from this area. This is where we started. And what I'm going to show you how to do is to do this gigantic section, but I'm going to do it in parts. By parts I mean I'm going to like just chunk it up. So we're going to do this right here, and then we're going to go ahead and do this. Now the two parts to this is we have the actual loader, which is this right here. So say I were to put a stack of grass in there. This is loading up right now, and it uses the same concept of that, just tweaked a little bit. And it doesn't start until you push a button, like I just did, and now it's going to start filling up, as you can see. The other part is the detector, which is going to detect whether there is a whether there's a minecart ready to be pulled in, or if there's no minecart at all. And what I mean by that is, if you have, say you just sent 2 minecarts out, or all 3 minecarts out, and you don't have any, the first minecart to come back would actually be stuck on this block right here. Now what happens is, say that after all 3 came, this is going to get jammed up. It's not going to actually go, and you want to put stuff in there. Well, there's no minecart to do it. What my little mechanism does is it basically reads whether there is a minecart. So see how it just came through? It powers this, and if this piston was extended like it was the first time, it would send the signal through, which would power this and this one to allow it to go. And there's a long little tick delay just to make sure it actually worked. But you don't have to have that long of a delay. So let's go ahead and get started. So what you're gonna start out with is yeah, you're gonna start out with is you're gonna dig a small trench, like so, I believe. Let me go check real quick. I don't want to mess this one up like I did as badly as the other one. Yeah, you're gonna dig a small trench, 3 blocks wide, and I'm gonna do it a little further actually, and towards the one that we just built. Yes, that would be pleasant. Okay, dig a trench 3 blocks wide, and one out like so. And then you're gonna just run some redstone like so, with a repeater, and put that on 2 ticks. Or no, don't put that on any ticks actually. Just leave that as it is. You're gonna take a block and you're gonna place 1, 2, 3. Yep, gotta count it in my head. 1, 2, 3. And this one goes up. And I'll finish that off camera so I can show you it all together. Now, this you're actually going to go like so. And you fill it up with yes. Can't think straight. You're going to fill that like so, and then you're going to make kind of like a monostable circuit just like we did over there. 2 blocks there, full tick delay, dust. This is actually going to be like that. Don't know why I put it there first. Put a torch there, and your torch here. Dust on top, and it uses almost the exact same concept as our unloader for our deloader. Then you're going to place the yeah, you're going to do that. Place that there. Go check real quick, make sure I'm still doing this right. Yeah. Yeah. So you're going to put that there. Take a torch. Place the torch like so. And that gives it its quick pulse. Then you're going to place the dust on top. Another block. And my mind just went blank. I had this all planned out in my head, now my mind went blank. For me, this is, I don't know why it is, but this is a complicated thing. Yes, okay. That is correct. Alright. Now, you're going to have to make it like so, and you're going to have to make it a brick. Oops. Forgot to do the half slab. That's what the problem was right there. I'm going to go like this. Whoops. 1, 2. There we go. And we're going to throw a comparator down right there. Over here, though, we don't have to worry about that block, so we're just going to... Wow, that was perfect. I wasn't even trying. Throw that there. Put a repeater here. Take this and make kind of like a small little elevator, I guess you could call it, with a torch on top. Put dust here, and you gotta make sure it's a sticky piston, okay? And it's gotta be facing down. Down, there we go. Now, what we're gonna do is we're gonna place a block behind this, and we're also going to do a block. We're gonna push that up. We're gonna put a block there, here. Then we're going to bring this down one. I'm going to throw some dust here. 2 full tick repeaters on full tick, so lines could be just like that all the way. Put dust here. And you're going to have a repeater. And then you're going to place a torch right here. Now, I'll go through what this does in a second. But first, we gotta do this. Now, I gotta pull out the minecart tracks now. So we're gonna put a regular, I can't think of what it's called now. You're gonna put a powered cart, or a powered rail there. And I do have to make sure I did that right, because I feel like it's too short. Yeah, it's too short. But of course. Yeah. Let me get the redstone real quick. Place that there. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3. There we go. Alright, now that's how you do it. Transport kit. One more time. Here we go. So you place a regular rail there, detector rail, regular rail, powered rail, regular rail. I believe this is all regular rails. Yes. Go verify that. But it should be because there's no signal going. Yes. There's no signal going out of there. I don't know why I thought there was one. Regular or powered, regular, detector. Yes. 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 Okay. After I say yes 1,400 times, I understand what I'm going to say next. And then a regular rail. I'm going to break that because we don't need that right now. Now, you're going to take this and you're going to drag this out. 1, 2, 3, 4. Bring it 1. And that's just part. Or that's that part. You're going to actually place a detector rail right there. And depending on how you want to do this, you're either going to just run the redstone straight out, or you're going to put a repeater down here, and you're going to have it just send a string, or just send a full signal. What I'm going to do is I'm going to send a repeater from the underbelly. There we go. And it's just going to send a full signal down to where I want it. But before we do that, we're going to finish up this. I just wanted to get the track set out. So now that we have that, let's go back to the redstone. We're going to not extend this. We're just going to place a block above this. Right. That does not look right at all. But it does for some reason. Because it was right. Okay. I'm going crazy, if you couldn't tell. We're going to place a block above this. And again, forgot to place a block there. That's supposed to be a repeater. And that's on full tick delay. I'm going to place a block, 2 pieces of redstone. And then you're going to have, is that correct? That is not correct. Our block is right here. You're going to have your 2 pieces of redstone here. That's where they go. And you're going to place, nope, yes, okay. And I don't use creative often, apparently. We go like so, bring these 2 down, and that's where this block comes into play. And you're going to pull out your hoppers, which I already have. That's why I wanted to put the track down, so I knew where I was putting the hoppers. And you're just going to have them come all the way up. Like, just like that. And you're going to have 4 of them. Depending on how deep this is. But it should only be 4. You should only have to have 4 hoppers. Now, what's happening here is, and that is in the wrong spot. That's where it goes. Alright, so once you do that, this is gonna be your platform where you load it up. Yeah. This could be your platform. You're going to make sure you have a button, so stone or wooden, doesn't matter. I like wooden because it looks good against the sandstone, but yeah, it's up to you. And you have to make a trap chest. So where's my trap chest? There we go. Now, here's the 2 things with this. This is how this little mechanism right here works. This is like your security blanket. So say you have 10 diamonds and your pickaxe just broken. You forgot all about it. And you're like, wait, I need the 10 diamonds. And you just put them in here. Without the trap chest or being able to, without the trap chest being like this. So say if this wasn't here. Let's go ahead and break this. So with the trap chest, what you can do is this. So I'll just do gas tiers for now. I can put it in there. It's not going to take it out because it's supplying a redstone signal to this. However, now that the trap chest is closed, the redstone signal is now gone and it's going into it. Now what happens is once I put this piece of dust here, this is the second security blanket, which forces it to stop pulling it out because of the redstone dust also powering this at the same time. So I'm going to collect those and put them back in this right here. There. Now, so say you have what you want. You know that's what you want to put away. You got everything all situated. You're good. What's going to happen is this is going to be your little starter button. Now, when you push this button, it's going to power to this piston, which is going to push down, and see how this redstone signal is already being pulled from the chest, it's going to push it in, and this is going to be like a little stopper, or this is going to be a solid circuit. And it's going to maintain this little circuit until the chest runs all the way out, signal die is gone, and this little mechanism here does what it does over there. Sends a small little pulse that it needs out of the chest. And you don't need that one, you just need 3. Sorry about that, because I thought I said 4. So we have it all in there. Yeah. So now I'm going to go ahead and work on this. So what we're doing now is we're going to work on that big like flat mechanism system right here. That basically, all that does is verifies that you have a minecart that's ready to be filled. And if you have no minecart there, it's basically gonna like stop it, but it's not gonna. It's going to stop. I can't speak for some reason. It's going to basically. How am I gonna say this? Okay, so let me get rid of these two. Just say they moved on and they're over there. When this is full, and I think there should be like 1 block in there. I can't remember. No, it takes it all. That's right. Okay, because that's what that 4 tick delay is for. So I'll just throw a block of quartz in there. Say this chest this one just left. When you see it, when it leaves, it's going to power on this. This is going to run down, shoot down to a monostable circuit. That's going to power this on, which is going to power on a piston, which is going to push this up. Now as this goes up, this is going to allow, when a minecart goes through here, or the minecart comes through here, it's going to power this, which is going to power a monostable circuit, which is going to power this, to push down to the next one. And it should do it right here, yep. So, as it unloads, which is what it's doing, I'm going to go ahead and throw a second one down. Nope, I'm going to throw a second chest cart down, and I'm going to just fill it up with quartz as well. And it just left. So, as you see, when it did that, this was powered on. So it allowed that block, that powered this one at the same time, to push it down to the next one. So when this one is done, so wait for it. It's going to do it here really quick. Wait for it, wait for it. Or don't, I guess. Well, when that moves, which it should do here really quickly, yep, it's going to hit that, push them both down, and now you have room for your third minecart to come through, but it won't power that first one, so it's going to forcibly stop on that first one, and that's how it's going to reset your entire thing. So this is basically like a very uncomplicated but complicated reset line. It's not overly complicated, it's just complicated. So what we're going to do is we're going to throw a redstone there, there, and I do apologize if this video is getting really long. I can sense it that it's getting long. I feel like it's already at like 30-40 minutes, something like that. But you're going to place that there, and you're going to make a quick monostable circuit, which is going to be like so. So let's go ahead and break that. Put these two here, and it's going to be exactly like all the other monostable circuits we made. Full tick delay, and then you're going to place a torch, and you're going to place another torch, and you're good. You're going to do this right here, and then you're also going to make this one come back up here. Now what we got to do is we got to attach this to the monostable circuit. So what we're going to do is we're going to have the dust go from here into a repeater, and then we're going to have our piston under here with our block. We're going to have a little dust line or dust trail going down like so. And when I made this, I tried to make it as resource friendly as possible, so I do apologize if this is too much, but honestly it's not that much. I could have made it major worse. So you're going to break that. You're going to make a small little underground trench hole thing. It's only got to be a couple blocks wide. And yeah, so I gotta be a couple blocks wide, and when I go like this, it should be, yeah, there's our piston. So place that back there. Yes. We're gonna throw our dust to go down like so, and I'm actually going to put a repeater here because when this comes through, and this is why I kind of asked myself, why did I make this so complicated when I did it? I'm gonna throw a repeater there. Throw 2 repeaters down and full tick delay. You don't have to have all those extra repeaters like I did over there. I just put those there because I could. Actually, I'm going to put 3 there at full tick delay. And I'm just going to have this run like so. Now, this is the first part of this little segment. The other part is this one, which switches the piston off. Now that is a very simple procedure thing or whatever. All you're going to do is, in this little hole that we dug down here, yeah, in here, just going to extend it a little bit, make it wide enough so that I could build a monostable circuit inside there. Now, this is going to go repeater, block, dust, block, if I can get the block there, block, throw a repeater here into this block. Then under this block, you're just going to dig that thing and attach it to that. Attach it here. And it should appear, yep, right there. Okay. And one more. Should do it, right? Yep, okay. So, and is it this block? It's this block, okay. Just got to make sure I'm doing this right. This is just going to be a quick monostable circuit. And that's going to be like so. I'm going to throw a block or a torch there and torch there. Now you got to make sure that this torch, whoops, didn't need that dust. This torch is off. And when you attach these, that this torch, or that this is off and that one's on. So what happens is, that's basically your entire unloading system. I know it's kind of big, but it's also, if you think about it, it's small and it's got a lot of features to it. Now, you could take this one step further, but I'm not going to because I know this video is pretty long already. I feel like we're at like 45 minutes already, but I'm not sure. Yeah. But what you could do is off of this, you could branch it off and you can have it set up for lights. Just do another one of these things down here. Down in this hole. One of these. Just do another one of those off to the side and have it attach up to lights, to lamps, or to torches or something like that. And you can have it set up so one, if say like a lamp's on, that means that when the lamp's on, it's ready, so you can put stuff into it and you can power it on. And if it's off, no stuff in it, so you can't, or there's no minecart there, so you can't power it on. So I'm going to go ahead and attach it to our unloader, our deloader, or our loader to our unloader. And I'm going to show you how this entire thing works. So I will be right back when that's all done. Alrighty guys, so I'm just putting up the finishing touches on this. Adding the finishing rails. I'm going to put down some minecarts real quick. And I will show you this thing in action. Yeah, okay. So we still have our gas tiers, and I'm going to go ahead and clear out my inventory. Empty kit. And I'll pull like 3 stacks of stone. So I'm going to put 2 stacks of stone in this one. And I'm going to go ahead and push the button. Boom. And as I told you, this is going to power on, and that's going to constantly power on. And if we go into here, this is getting fulfilled with its gas tiers. Sorry about that. Once that's done, it's going to go on this long line of activator and power rails that I set up because I was too lazy to add torches. You know me and my torches. I hate them. One thing I did forget to mention, though, over here, That's going to do it here real quick. I'll tell you in a second. It's going to go in 4, 3, 2, 1. Nope. Now? No. Now? No. It does take a little longer to unload than it does to deload, or to load than it does to unload. That's just because there's more blocks to do it for. But that's okay. There's nothing to like freak out about. It's not gonna kill anybody. Will it? And you want to put these on full tick delay. I forgot to do that. There we go. You gotta make sure you do that before you test it. So that's gonna go. Now this, oops, I'm going backwards. This is gonna go up. It's gonna hit it. Go through it. It did not stop. No. Back. Back. I made it too fast. Sorry about that. I made this too fast. But if you just time it right, you just gotta make sure your speed's right. It will stop on this, and you won't have to worry about that. So yeah, it's going at a constant rate of stone now. It's filling this one up. And it's already on the second one. It's going at like 2 per second. Or, yeah, 2 to go, or whatever. And then once it's done, it's going to give it its pulse. I knew that was too many of those. It's going to give it its pulse real quick. Here it comes. Bada bing. Now. Now. There it is. And it's off. It's off to the races. And it's going. It's going. It's going. And it's good. So, that's the entire thing. I tried to make it as simple as possible. I do apologize for the length of this video. It's probably about an hour now. I do apologize. I am using a new video recorder. This is also a test for my new video recorder. So, tell me what you guys think about it. And I did test it, so hopefully you can see it. And by see it, I mean you can see all the different, or not see it, hear it. You can hear the different stuff. Yeah. So, this is Random signing off. I'm going to try a new thing. I'm going to try to do something different every time when I sign off. So, this is Random signing off. Please like and comment and subscribe and all that good stuff. You guys know exactly what to do. I'm so grateful for you guys. Thanks for watching my video. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button, guys. Thank you. I will talk to you guys later.